How is it going, everyone? It's Caleb here, and I am back reviewing another PlayStation 1 Japanese import video game. Today, we're going to be talking about Kido Butoden G Gundam The Battle, which I'm going to refer to from now on as G Gundam The Battle. This is a fighting game based off of the anime of the same name. Obviously, this is part of the Gundam franchise, so that means that you are going to be playing as a bunch of mech suits, a bunch of different types of mechs, and you're going to be beating the tar out of other mechs, and that's always a good time. And this is actually a really well done fighting game. This has quickly become one of my favorite fighting games, actually. I really enjoy not just the way this game plays, because it does play fantastically well. There's a great amount of moves in this game. I love the different move sets and the special abilities you can use, and I just love all the different combos and everything. But I have nice 3D backgrounds, and it's just a really nice combination. The game looks fantastic, and the style that they went with is amazing. So I'm very happy with the way that this game looks. I'm very happy with the way it plays. Also, as I said, the way it plays is fantastic. You have plenty of different moves to use. Each Gundam feels very different from one another. So even though they all have their, their special attacks, their kind of more ranged abilities and stuff like that, each one feels so different from one another, and they all are really fun to play as. And I've played as each single one of them. I was trying to basically experiment and see which one I played best with, and it seems like I play best with the Dragon Gundam. That one's actually really cool. You have like a flamethrower that you can use and stuff for that one. I really like using him. I also did use the Rose Gundam quite a bit. He has like a shoulder cannon, and he can like shoot bullets off of his shoulder. That one's pretty cool. And the God Gundam, of course, which is basically the main character of this game. That one's really awesome as well, because he has like this hand that glows, and he can punch, and he can do just a massive amount of damage with it. And he can also just like he also has ammo and stuff like that he can use, so he's just a really cool one to use. And the design of the Gundams, which obviously are based off of the show, look great. The designs are fantastic. I love the way that the gunpla look in this game, so very happy with all of that. And I do actually like the stages that you fight on as well. You have 6 different stages besides the final boss stage, and each one does look really, really cool. Each one is really fun to play on. And while there's no like gimmicks or anything, I don't think that this game needs gimmicks. Usually, if you need a gimmick, that means that like the fighting is not probably the vocal point. Usually, gimmicks are nice and all, but if a fighting game is good enough, then you don't need the gimmicks. And this fighting game is good enough to the point where it doesn't need gimmicks on the stages and stuff like that. So I really enjoy the way this game plays. It's really, really good. Now, this is a part of the budget line. This is a simple 2000 game over in Japan, so that means that it came out, and I believe that every game in this series was under $20, basically $20 or under, or I guess 2,000 yen or under. But the game itself, it doesn't have a whole lot of content, but the content that is there is pretty darn good. Like I said, you only have 6 stages, and you also only have 6 different Gundam to play as. But that being said, I still like all of the different Gundam that you do get to play as, and even though there's only 6, each one is very detailed with all of its moves. You just have massive move sets, I feel like, with all of these characters, and you can do some pretty cool looking moves with them. So I definitely feel like this is, even though it's a budget fighting game, they definitely put some real effort into it, so I do really like that fact as well. You have 2 different single player modes that you can do. You have just the player versus CPU that you can do, and then you have this thing called like Street Fight, and Street Fight is basically your tournament mode. It's like the main arcade mode that you would see in any of these fighting games. It's where you go through a gauntlet of different fighters and you try to get to the final boss stage, and it's really fun. It's what you expect. You play through each one of the characters in the game, you beat each one of the characters in the game, and then you get to a final boss that you unfortunately cannot play as. But let me tell you, if I could play as the final boss in this game, I'd be very happy, because the final Gundam that you fight is the Devil Gundam, and that thing looks sick. So I wish I could play as that thing, but still, I did enjoy fighting all the different characters. I enjoyed getting to the final boss and fighting him as well. He's a bit spongy, but then once you kind of get used to the different controls and the different abilities, I think you'll have an easier time fighting him. It's just a matter of getting used to the controls and figuring out what everything does. One thing that was kind of interesting about this game is that it does something a little bit differently. I've seen some other fighting games do this before, but it's a little bit more on the rare side. So whenever you are fighting, you have your health bar, but you actually have 3 separate health bars. You have your standard one, your first one, and then when that one goes, you still have 2 more left, and then once obviously your second one goes, you have 1 left, and that is your final health bar. And so you kind of have a lot more health in this game, and you have a lot more opportunity to survive in a fight than you do in other fighting games. But it's only one round. At least from default, it's only one round. So you have a lot more health, but it's also only one round. So keep that in mind. I do like that idea though, because I mean you're in gigantic mech suits, so it makes sense for these mech suits to just have a lot more health than, you know, just some random character from a fighting game. So I do like that they did that. It did make it feel just like, again, it makes you feel like you are controlling these big hunks of metal. It makes you feel like you are in these powerful suits, and it just makes it feel like you're going to be able to take more damage than like a regular person would because of these suits. So I do really like that. The movement in this game also feels really good, other than just, you know, you're walking back and forth. You can obviously run at the enemy as well. You can dash at the enemy and try to do a dash attack at them and stuff like that. But it also has these thrusters, so your Gundam can use these thrusters and launch themselves into the air, and they have 3 thrusts at a time. And I think it's pretty cool that you can do that, because it can set you up to use some aerial attacks, or it can actually just get you away from the enemy if they are about to hit, you know, one of their big attacks on you, or maybe they're about to shoot at you with one of their guns, and you can just fly up and try to avoid it. So there's a lot of movement in this game that I really like, a lot of movability, a lot of just agility to these Gundams that I think they did a really good job with. And you can even dodge attacks as well. If you press 2 of the buttons at the same time, you can actually dodge and like sidestep attacks and stuff, so that's kind of cool. All these Gundams felt very agile, even though obviously they're these giant mech suits. You kind of expect them to be quick. You kind of expect them to be able to do fancy things, and this game does capture that movement. It captures that agility of these Gundams, so they did a good job with that stuff as well. Overall, this is just a really well done, well designed game that I really enjoyed. I played through it multiple times for this review. In fact, I wasn't going to play it through as many times as I did, but then I just kept playing through it over and over and over again. And I kind of lost count of how many times I actually played through it, because I really enjoyed playing through this game. This is a really good game. It has quickly become one of my favorite fighting games. And if you have a Japanese PlayStation 1, then you should definitely pick up G Gundam The Battle. This is a fantastic fighting game. If you are a fan of Gundam, the actual series, check this out. I'm sure that you would love to play this game and just, you know, be able to use all the different mech suits and everything. I think you'd really enjoy that. The mobile suits are just awesome in this game. They look great. The design of this game looks great. The graphics look great. It performs very well. Never really had any issues with performance. Its music is amazing. Love the music in the background. And another nice thing about this is that even though it's a Japanese game, it's another one of these Japanese games that has an all-English main menu. Even when you go to the settings are in English. So that is awesome. The only time it's in Japan, or the only time it's in Japanese is whenever you're about to start a fight and like there's some character dialogue, and then you'll see like some character dialogue that's in Japanese or something like that. Or when you finish a fight and you see character dialogue, it will be in Japanese. And when you go to save the game, it will be partially in Japanese. But it's pretty easy to figure all that stuff out, and it was really easy to pick up and just play this game. I didn't have to worry about any sort of translation issues or anything. I figured out everything very, very easily. So go check out G Gundam The Battle. It's a fantastic game. In my opinion, this is a must-own if you own a Japanese PS1. And this is in my top 10 fighting games of all time now. I really did enjoy this game. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's colorful. It's bright. It's amazing. It's just so much fun. And it's something that, now that I've played this game, I haven't seen the anime series. Now I kind of want to go and watch the anime series because this was so good, and I kind of want to see what the anime series is all about, so maybe I'll do that. I have a Gundam from the actual series, like one of the Gunpla models. I actually have a model from it. I have the God Gundam, but I have not seen the series, so now I really want to watch the series, so maybe I'll do that. But thank you guys for watching. Go check out G Gundam The Battle, and I will talk to you in the next one. You guys have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.